you the Marcus Phoenix? The one who fought at Asfield Fields?
Yep.
Wow, cool!
Not really.
I'm having trouble trying to sleep. I'm counting sheep but running out. As time ticks by, still I try. No rest for cross-chops in my mind. On my own, here we go.
What's up, goats? Today we're going to be talking about the game that solidified the Xbox 360 as one of the greatest consoles of all time, Gears of War. Coming out in 2006, Gears of War came out in a great time for Microsoft, since their flagship title Halo wouldn't drop a game until late 2007, and their launch lineup being, not very good.
You serious?
So they needed a massive hit, and that's exactly what Epic Games delivered. Yes, I said Epic Games. The people who made Fortnite also made this. It was the second most played game on Xbox Live, right behind Halo 3. The game also innovated gameplay-wise with making third-person cover shooters popular, as well as capturing a specific tone of hopelessness throughout the entire game. I mean, the Mad World trailer is just too iconic, bro. With Gears of War E-Day coming out soon, I wanted to look back at this iconic game and see what made it so goated. I'll be using the Ultimate Edition of Gears, and damn, this port kinda sucks.
It's the biggest piece of dog shit.
It's just really lazy, as you'll see later on. And 97% of you watching aren't subscribed. So if you want more videos like this one, be sure to hit that shit. It helps me out a lot. But rev up your Lancers, and let's dive in. The game begins in some nasty prison cell until this dude opens up the door. This is Dom, and he's here to save the legend, Marcus Phoenix. Dom welcomes you back to the army and hands you a weapon. You follow Dom and get to choose whether or not to do the tutorial. Since I'm a professional gamer, I don't need that shit. Woo! You head outside and see this tower fall, and you get your first taste of combat. These are the Locusts.
Watch out, it's fucking hornets! What the fuck is that, locust? Fuck! They fucking got all over me! What the fuck is this?
They're a subterranean lizard-like species that has been at war with humanity the past 14 years on the fictional planet of Sarah. The gameplay loop in this game is very simple, but very well done. Basically, it's a game of peekaboo, moving cover to cover to take out locusts. So the most important weapon you have, of course, is the grenade.
Get ready.
Kobe!
Here they come!
So easy. You head outside and the area opens up, allowing you to flank on the left. You're going to be flanking a lot, so get used to it. Once you clear the yard, you start running to the chopper when you see this big-ass spider-looking beast called a Corpser start chasing you. On the chopper, you get welcomed to Delta Squad by the leader Kim, who gives you a Lancer, one of the top 5 most iconic weapons in gaming. Then this guy named Carmine asks,
Hey, are you the Marcus Phoenix? The one who fought at Asfield Fields?
"That's me."
Yep.
Wow, cool!
Not really.
This shows that Marcus isn't just some dumb lunkhead who wants to fight. You land and meet the Colonel, and it's not Sanders. It seems that Hoffman and Marcus have a ton of history, with Hoffman calling Marcus a traitor, and them bickering back and forth.
Traitor like you doesn't deserve to wear the uniform. Looks to me like you need all the help you can get.
Got him. We fucking got him.
Hoffman starts talking to Kim and says they have a plan to end the war. You then see Anya, and her and Marcus start smiling at each other. Oh shit!
Lucas!
They were actually gonna have a romance subplot between Anya and Marcus, but you see what happened to that idea. Hoffman says he has a light mass bomb, but we need to find a resonator to target all the locust tunnels below the surface. And Alpha Squad has it, so they're your objective.
Will we have air support? What? Are you kidding? You are the support, son!
Come on, man.
You start to leave and Marcus shits on Hoffman.
I expect you to give me 110%, Phoenix. I'm not doing this for you.
You start moving and get your first taste of real combat. I'm playing on insane difficulty, by the way, and honestly, I do not recommend that shit. unless you like getting your balls crushed in vice grips. The Locust takes so many bullets to kill on Insane. It's kind of insane. Get it? You head up these stairs and see these massive pillars, and of course start fighting Locusts. You see these holes appear with Locusts crawling out of them. These emergence holes are how they spawn enemies into the level, which is hella creative. You can also close the holes early by tossing a nade into them, and usually you'll get a reaction from the characters whether you made it or not. The art design in this area, and pretty much the whole game, is top notch. And back in the day, Unreal Engine 3 made this game look amazing for 2006 standards. So I clear this whole area and wonder where my squad mates are. Where are the boys at? What are you guys doing back here? Hey yo!
Down in front.
You cross this raggedy ass bridge and spot Alpha Squad dead as shit down there. You head into this building and fight more Locusts. You head down to the street but don't know whether it's Alpha or not since there's no dog tags. And this shows that the Locusts aren't just some dumb hive mind. They actually use tactics and set up traps like Marcus says. Command tells you to head to a place called the House of Sovereigns, and Carmine throws something into the void. You start fighting and get introduced to the Troika, which is just a stationary turret, so you know I had to... Kobe!
Perfect.
Woohoo! You reach this fountain and multiple emergence holes appear, so you have to defend the area. You reach a fork in the road and can choose which path you take, so I take the left path and get sent with Carmine, who is dumb as shit. Okay! Yo, Carmine! Fucking move, bro. What are you doing? You dumbass! I forgot to mention, but the whole campaign is playable in co-op, with player 2 playing as Dom. I have so many memories of me and my cousins staying up all night to play these campaigns, and that's just something gaming doesn't give you anymore. You reach this warehouse area and have to flank the Troika. Then you have to defend the area. This thing is pretty ass and hard to aim with all the fucking screen shake, but this game has one of the most satisfying headshot sounds in any game. You head through the back door and reach the steps of the House of Sovereigns. And this is your first real tough area, since this area has a Troika in the back and tons of cover for the enemy. So if you get caught out in the open... Oh my god! You flank through this door on the right and get introduced to the best gun in the game, the Gnasher. This shotgun is basically the primary weapon in Gears multiplayer, with its one-shot kill ability, and it's just the most satisfying weapon to use in the whole game.
God damn.
You regroup at the front, and Carmine's gun jams.
Yeah, but I got a problem. Something's wrong with this thing. It keeps jamming. See?
Sniper!
Boom! Headshot!
Damn! Rest in peace, Carmine. And oddly enough, that's not the last time I'll say that this series. You repel the counterattack and try to contact control, but shit's just bugged. So Kim opens the door, and you hear fighting.
Holy shit! It's one guy!
Now you get introduced to one of my favorite characters, Augustus Cole, but better known as...
Coal? As in the coal train?
Coltrane!
Yeah, that's right.
He's a former thrashball player, which is this game's version of football, so he's just a beast. He says the rest of his squad is somewhere called the Tomb. Oh god, not that map, bro. Another showcase of Marcus's leadership is when Kim's only objective is the Resonator. Marcus's objective is to get Alpha Squad out alive. Cole says the Cedars are blocking comms, so your primary objective is to take them out. You start moving and get some dialogue.
Hey Marcus, remember? Division playoffs? 40-yard line?
I remember you owe me $20.
Oh yeah? See me after the war.
Do you see me fucking laughing, my nigga?
Man, I love the writing in this game. They do such a good job humanizing these characters and giving them personality. You head down this hallway, and Kim tells this robot Jack, who's always with you, but just like invisible, to rip open the door. This is when you get introduced to the Wretches. These small locusts that are pretty easy to kill, but it only takes 2 smacks to kill you. You head into the next room and pick up the Hammer of Dawn, which uses satellites to send down a beam of energy, which you use to destroy one of the Cedars. The downside of the Hammer of Dawn is that you can only use it when outside and when the satellites are overhead. You head through to the next area and shit on another Cedar. You find Alpha Squad's leader and he ain't too good, bruh.
Chrissy, he's fucked up.
You keep moving and I hit the nastiest nade of all time.
Toby.
Fire in the hole.
Yep, that's me. You're probably wondering how I ended up in this situation.
Oh, what a nade! What a nade! Oh my god, they got shit on. You find the last cedar and shit on it, and finally get comms working again. You contact Alpha Squad, and some dude named Baird says they're pinned down by troikas on the roof. So that's your objective. You reach this one area which gave me a shit ton of trouble. Yo! You then reach this room with these dope-ass statues, and Kim starts pressing Marcus about his trial, in which Dom then says,
His trial was a sham.
Fuck you,
sir.
W Dom for always having Marcus's back. You shit on the troikas and use them to shit on all the locusts on the ground, which is hard because of the dang screen shake. Like, what am I even aiming at, bruh? You also have these things called Nemesis flying around, and they're basically suicide bombers, so don't let them touch you. After clearing the street, you head down and meet Baird and get the resonator. Marcus then gets a funny feeling while the chopper comes to get us.
Do you smell it? That smell. The kind of smelly smell. Anchovies. Why? Anchovies!
So they just ambush the fuck out of you. Then you get to meet the main villain of the game. This is General Raam, the commander of the Locust Horde. And him and Marcus lock eyes. Then Dom reminds Marcus of the mission and pulls him out of there. You head into this building and Baird starts talking shit like always.
You're Baird. Yeah, that's right, asshole. Question is, who are you?
Now you get introduced to the Berserker, who doesn't look too bad. Fuck up. Oh my god!
Oh my god.
The Berserkers are blind, but she can hear and smell you, so you have to sneak around. Regular weapons don't work on her, so you have to head outside to use the Hammer of Dawn on her. In order to get outside, you have to dodge her bitch ass like a matador, and it's pretty nerve-wracking, bro. You finally get outside and Dom starts ore farming. Dom's ore farming. Oh. Hitting her with the Hammer of Dawn stuns her and makes her vulnerable for a couple seconds. Eventually, you cook her ass and contact command for new orders. You have to head to some emulsion factory and get promoted to squad leader since, you know, Kim's dead. Fuck.
Don't give the smart guy a promotion. No, give it to a jackass instead.
Yo, W Dom for sliding for Marcus, bro. With no choppers, you have to find a mode of transportation. You reach another split path outside the tomb. You head down this wash and into this room and...
Oh shit! Alright!
Oh, what the fuck? These big fuckers are called boomers, and I won't tell you why. You see a corpser, but it retreats.
Yeah, it's gonna wait. Save us for later. Like a snack. Bullshit. You think I'm kidding? I think you're batshit crazy. That's what I think.
God, Baird is such an asshole.
Like two assholes on the first date.
Not bad. See, the dialogue is just goated, bruh. It gives so much personality to the characters. You head outside and start fighting. You reach this hall with a troika at the end, so you kinda just have to get lucky with it not tearing your shit up. Jack rips open the door, and Dom says he knows a Stranded out here.
So, what? You hang out with Stranded?
I don't hang out, dickwad. I'm looking for somebody.
The Stranded are basically the people left over after the COG nuked most of the planet. So, yeah, they hate the military. You head back outside and have to fight some more boomers.
How is he doing that?
You head inside and start getting attacked by wretches. Luckily, I have a Nasher, so...
Boom, boom, boom! No, baby, look at you!
You see the corpser again, and watch these boomers fucking Endermen teleport in. See what I mean about this port being lazy? You reach this annoying-ass bridge part where you have to push this car for cover. The annoying part is this fucking troika placement, bruh. There's no easy way to flank it, so you just gotta get lucky with a nade. Dude, are you fucking kidding me? Oh, that's a great screen. After that, you head through the city, and man, this place is pretty nice. You reach the Stranded gate, and... What the fuck is that? Ew.
Hey man, what's up?
Bro's got no neck.
Yep. Back in it.
The dude with no neck lets us in, and we immediately get berated.
Hey, pig. I'm talking to you, piggy. Blow me.
Leave it alone, Baird.
Treat over there in Danville.
You reach a head stranded named Franklin and says he hasn't heard anything about Dom's lady. That's not why we're here though, and Dom says give me your ride, pussy. But the catch is Cole and Baird have to stay because...
Done.
Anyways, you and Dom go to find the vehicle. You reach this river and start fighting. You head down these stairs and reach this fucked up part where you have to turn this wheel in order to move the platform you're standing on. This part would be cool if Dom's AI wasn't completely useless and did nothing, so you have to constantly get off the wheel to shoot the locusts. Then you see what looks like bats flying around in the sky, so I can tell you right now that's not good. You contact Baird and he sounds mad jealous of Cole.
Oh, it's bullshit. Somebody here figured out that Cole played thrashball. Now it's all, oh, Cole Train, tell us all about that play again. And, hey, number 83, sign my shirt.
Shut your fucking mouth! No problem, John. Shut the fuck up, you cunt!
You reach the first checkpoint and these guys get shit on by those bat things. So now you have to stay in the light since they only attack people in the dark. You start fighting on the street and have to shoot these propane tanks lying around to illuminate the area. And make sure to shoot them because the Kryll do not fuck around, bro.
The building.
Hey! Bro, I was in the building.
Stop the cap.
This wretch tries to jump scare me, but I just shit on it. Bro really tried that weak ass jump scare? You see some more locusts, but you can just shoot the light out and they get shit on. Eventually, Control contacts you and says there's a bunch of locusts attacking Baird and Cole, so you gotta hurry. After fighting this courtyard, you reach a street, but it's all dark. So you gotta head up to the roof and use a spotlight to guide Dom across the street, and in return, he turns the lights on for you, so W Dom. You head down the street fighting more locusts and eventually reach the second checkpoint with the guy who's faded as hell.
Long time.
Hey, you state your name. Ha! Look at them fool-ass faces.
Do me a favor. Shut the fuck up.
Unfortunately, he's just a massive dick, but we have to rely on him to turn some lights on for us.
I'm gonna kill this guy.
Now you have to make your way through this building and follow the lights.
Lights still on? Uh-oh. Ah, just playing with you.
You fucking asshole. After you make it outside, you reach the gas station. Why is everyone so fucking rude all the time, man? You find the junker and start fueling up. Of course, the locusts start attacking, and it's a defense section. They give you a building to sit in, and if you head outside at any point... So stay in the fucking building. Eventually boomers come out and you can actually pick their weapons up, and they're pretty goated. With the area cleared, Anya tells you there's a full attack on Baird and Cole's location, so you gotta dip. Except dumbass Dom left the gas running, but I'm sure it won't be a problem. Yeah, no wonder the stranded hate the military, bro. We just came and blew their shit up. You then have to play this really lame part where you're driving the junker back. But like every 10 seconds, you have to stop and use the turret on top to kill the Kryll attacking you. It's so annoying having to stop all the time. And you have this guy talking shit the entire time too.
Wanna borrow my glasses? Shut your fucking mouth!
This part is way better co-op since one player drives and the other controls the turret. Eventually, the long-ass vehicle section ends, and you are thrown right into the fire. Your only objective is to defend the area. I hate when games put boring sections of the game back to back. It slows down the pacing so much. After defending the area, Delta Squad loads up and starts heading to the Emulsion factory. On the way there, of course the engine blows up, so you end up walking. You head into this factory and see some lambent wretches. Yo, Baird, what does lambent mean?
It means they glow in the dark.
You reach a dead end and Marcus suggests splitting up to find another entrance.
We'll head right. Radio us when you find an entrance.
Oh man, I don't know, that sounds like a bad idea.
I'll be sure to take that under advisement, Cole. Now move it.
Yes, sir!
See, not only is Marcus a caring squad mate, but he's also a tough and competent leader as well. You see a lambent wretch teleport in and summon a bunch more. These lambent wretches are pretty much the same as the normal wretches, except... Okay, my fucking bad, holy shit. Yeah, these bastards explode, and the explosion does as much damage as a normal hit, so keep these fuckers away from you. Your objective here is to get underground to the mines, so that the resonator can map the locust tunnels. You continue to explore outside until you find an elevator. It has no power, so you find the generator and turn that shit on. On the elevator ride up, Dom voices his concerns since it's nighttime and we're going underground.
But underground? In the dark?
Yeah, could be bad. But hey, don't tell Barrett that. He's scared shitless as it is.
You finally get in the factory and this man got fucked on the toilet.
Nasty!
You reach this room and see a ton of corpses that the wretches have been feeding on. So that's just nasty as hell, man. You walk into this room and... Fuck off! This guy thinks we're here to rescue him. That's funny, man. Anyways, you get him to unlock the door forward and he starts leading you to the cart control room. And you see Barrett and Cole down in the sewers.
Hi, boys.
I can smell you two a mile away.
Screw you, man. Get down here and see how much you like it. For one more, it's a fucking party down here.
No thanks.
God, the dialogue is so authentic. I love how they just shit on each other all the time. You eventually reach this room with these wooden boards on the floor. Fuck! Thankfully, it's not an instant death sentence, since if you're good enough, you can just dodge around the wretches and get back up top with this ladder. An easy way to tell if the boards you're stepping on is wrong or not is they'll crack under your weight. You head through the factory until you meet up with Barrett and Cole, and turn this valve to open the door. Now, this area was a pain in the ass for me for some reason.
Surprise, motherfucker!
Oh, shit! God! He just tanked a full shotgun blast to the fucking chest. After killing these two boomers, Jack rips open the door, and you are introduced to a minecart section like Minecraft or some shit. It's just a shooting gallery section. They got you shooting wretches on the ceiling and locusts on the sides. Thankfully, it's not too long, and the scenery is pretty cool, like in this big emulsion room. You finally reach the mines, and... You reach the core room and Anya raises the platforms for you. Reaching the bottom, you have to locate the pumping station before dawn, since that's when all the Kryll will come back. You split it from Cole and Baird since we can't put the resonator at risk. You move forward killing wretches until both these dumbasses slip on a banana peel and slide all the way down. Moving forward killing locusts, you fall through another damn hole. What the fuck? Lambent wretches start coming after you, and you use one of them to blow up this wall. Then you reach a split path, so I take the right one. These split paths are pretty cool, and a good way to split up you and your buddy, since they made this game with co-op in mind. And it actually affects gameplay, since they like to spawn motherfuckers right behind you.
What's up, bitch?
Don't do this to me. Don't do this! You reunite with Dom and keep moving forward until you see a corpser stalking you. You reach this pretty emulsion area, and the corpser drops on top of you. Its attacks are pretty simple since it just slams its arms down, but they can get you if you don't pay attention. Shooting the eyes does nothing since it has bulletproof armor, so you have to shoot its ball sack. Also look out for its bullshit attack.
Fall.
If the corpser isn't bad enough, they also spawn wretches behind you, which is real fun. Once you do enough damage to the corpser, it backs up onto this platform, and you have to bait out its slam attack to break these clamps. Okay, I thought I died, bro. I was gonna fucking cry.
Get the fuck out of here,
bitch!
Woo!
Marcus!
Damn. Why bro standing there like this? You meet back up with Baird and Cole and start walking to the pumping station. You find a torque bow, which is both the best and worst weapon in this game, as you'll see later. But for now, you keep moving. You finally reach the pumping station and move to secure it.
You hear that? What the hell's that sound?
It's just the wind.
Yeah, right. When's the last time the wind said hostiles to you?
These locusts with the cool armor are the Theron guards. They are high-ranking elite soldiers in the locust army, and man are they tough. You can one-shot them using the torque bow, but they can also do the same to you. Let's see.
Oh shit, nigga!
My fault. Damn! Not only do they have more health than their regular enemies, but they also have fucking aimbot. Like legit, if you even peek out for a second, they'll stick you with that shit. Like, that's fucking bullshit, dude. That's bullshit. Eventually, after many deaths, you secure the pumping station. You hit the elevator button and Baird plants the resonator. He also grabs something off the floor. Yo, look at him almost not make that shit.
Run, bitch! Run!
That was pretty dope. With our mission with the resonator complete, it's time to go home.
Delta, bad news. It didn't work. What do you mean it didn't work?
For fuck's sake. Unfortunately, the resonator was only strong enough to map a small portion of the tunnels. Kidding me.
100 resonators to map these tunnels. So what? We'll use this instead.
I'll use it to smash your teeth in. How about that?
So it looks like the thing Baird picked up was a map of most, if not all, of the Locust tunnels. Yeah, so that thing that Carmine threw down the hole at the beginning of the game was the answer to all of our problems. Fucking Carmine. This is only a bot displaying the image. The real data is at Marcus's father's house. So I guess Marcus is going home. The game then cuts underground where General Raam is listening in. Ah, shit. Damn, he's strong as fuck. Are you fucking serious? That's why I love the Locusts, bro. They are extremely smart and use real military tactics like gathering information. The squad are taking a chopper to Marcus's house, but then Nemesis start taking the choppers down. So you have to land in one of the most annoying areas in the entire game. You need to secure the courtyard, and damn, there's a lot of Locusts here, which makes maneuvering around the battlefield dangerous as hell. They also just spawn in some Theron guards behind you, so you already know what happens, bro. Yo, someone hold on, bro. Alright guys, I'm gonna take a break. After clearing that hellscape, you hear that the chopper that got shot down still has survivors, so Marcus makes saving them his top priority. You then get to decide which path you take, and of course, I choose the harder one. Like, look, I get up for 1 second, the motherfucker aimbots me! In the next courtyard over, you see a cedar, so you barbecue that shit with the Hammer of Dawn. Eventually, after killing tons of locusts, you find the crash site, and some stranded try looting them. Oh, what are these stranded doing?
Drop it! Now! Hurry, don't shoot.
They're in pretty bad shape, so Cole and Baird stay behind, and you and Dom start moving. You get Jack to rip this door, and have to defend him for a bit. You enter the building and it looks like a greenhouse or some shit. And to make things better, you have to fight a Berserker here. Oh god! Oh my god! Oh my god! Unfortunately, I don't have a Hammer of Dawn, so you gotta scavenge around to find one. After killing the Berserker, you head out into this courtyard and have to kill more locusts. Then you reach this fucked up part. So you have to fight your way down this tight ass alleyway. But get this, all the enemies are shotgunners, which makes this part extremely tough since they won't move until you push up. No! No! Move! Don't move! Dump! This area gave me some problems since I was the only one without a shotgun, but I eventually got past it. After fighting through the gardens and graveyards, you finally reach the Phoenix estate, and damn, Marcus, I didn't know you had bread like that. You contact Baird, who's already at the estate, and he says he's under fire, so you start fighting up the stairs.
Marcus, I have something to tell you.
Not now.
Not now.
Finally reaching the house, you see it's already under Locust control. Baird also spots an APC outside, so him and Cole go to repair it while you and Dom clear the house. Which is easier said than done because these motherfuckers are spawning inside the house. After clearing more of the house, you reach the basement that has an iron gate blocking it. The Locusts are already down here with shotguns, of course, but nothing a few nades won't fix. You reach the cellar and move this shelf to find Marcus's dad's secret lab. You have to defend Jack while he rips it open, but it's not too bad since they only come from one direction, so you can just shotgun all of them. It felt pretty good since that's what they've been doing to me the entire game. You enter the lab and Jack finds a map of a shit ton of Locust tunnels, like throughout the entire planet. Jack downloads the data and you move to extract. You regroup on the second floor. What up, boys?
Look who decided to show up. The Locusts are outside. Yeah. Whoa. Bring it on, baby.
Damn, I fucking love Coltrane, bro. But now you have to defend the house while they go and secure the APC. This part gets a little hectic since they got a boomer to carry a massive log and open the door. After defending a few minutes, you now have to move to the back of the house and defend it. It's kind of crazy, this whole act you've pretty much just been fighting the entire time. It shows you just how relentless the Locusts are in their mission to exterminate humanity. You reach the back of the house and need to get to the APC, but not before Dom gets me killed again.
I need ammo.
They also give you a 45-second timer to get to the APC, which on insane difficulty is bullshit, since one locust takes 15 seconds to kill. Luckily, there's a little side package you can just sneak through, so W. Big! Then this big fucker called a Brumac shows up and starts chasing the squad, but then they escape. You contact Control, and the bomb is on a train, which they're gonna send into an Emulsion sinkhole. So basically,
Train go boom.
you reach a bridge, and holy shit, this bridge is the cause of a lot of pain. You find the button, and Baird somehow makes it worse, and a bunch of locusts spawn out of nowhere. So you handle that, and I take this guy's manhood. Oh, right on his cock! My bad, bro. Baird starts tweaking, saying the locusts know their plans and shit. Further evidence that the locusts are insanely smart. Anya says to repair the bridge, you have to fix some down power lines. So you go on the biggest detour ever. Baird disagrees with splitting up, but then Marcus says,
Baird, my squad, my call.
You start moving and reach these slums under the bridge, and start shitting on some wretches crossing that shit. You head through this building and shit on a bunch of locusts in this courtyard. This area is huge and have a ton of locusts at once, so it's pretty tough. After that area, you head down the street, and Anya says there's a ton of locusts heading towards the train, so you have to hurry your ass up. The Brumac shows up, and Baird and Cole have to lead it away. You then start fighting in this graveyard, but then the Brumac shows up, and comms go down. So things are not looking too good right now. You see the down power lines just up these stairs. You reach this room and have to defend Jack while he repairs the power lines. It's not too long of a defense section, especially because the bitch-ass Brumac shows up and somehow blocks all the windows. You enter this theater like it's Kino der Toten or some shit, and get to choose which path to take up. I take the left path, and after shitting on this dude, I pick up his sniper and start covering Dom.
Nice.
The cedar that's jamming comms is here, so you shoot these clamps and drop a ton of shit on his head. You clear the area and have to wait for Dom's dopey ass to move the wall for you. You get outside and hide from the Brumac with the others. With the comms still out, the top priority is to find the other cedar. You start moving through this parking garage and start fighting grubs on the top floor. After clearing the area, you spot the cedar and take it out with the troika. With comms established, Anya says the locusts have boarded the train and are close to overtaking it, and also says the bridge still doesn't have any fucking power. So now you have to head to the power plant. You fight your way down the parking garage and enter this weird subway looking area, and this dude just shits on me. Yo, kill that guy? Yo, kill that guy? Oh, what the fuck? Reaching the street and crossing it takes you into the power plant. You fight locusts outside, then split up with the boys and head inside to turn the power on. This area is alright, but it's kind of annoying with how there's barely any flank routes, so it just takes forever, bro. Baird says it was the locusts that have been fucking with the power grids, so Baird's trying to repair it. And also the Brumac just shows up outside the window. Then Dom says what we're all thinking.
We are so screwed.
You have to turn 3 different valves to get the power running, but then Baird starts explaining there's a problem with a ton of nerd shit. Then he says,
Unless you can pull something out of your ass big enough to connect 2 transformers.
the Brumac.
Are you serious right now, bro?
You head outside and have to fight this massive beast, and it goes about as well as you'd expect. Yeah, okay, bro. Like, what do you want me? You really want me to fight this thing on foot? The strat to this fight is pretty much just to cheese it, since he has 2 armed miniguns you have to shoot, and if you get caught in the open, he'll turn you into a little red paste on the floor. Also, Dom just turns mentally ill during this fight and is of no help whatsoever. So you pretty much just have to play Ring Around a Rosie until both of his arms are broken. Once that happens, you have to kill the driver by shooting the legs and then unloading on the pilot while it's down. Marcus and Dom then start leading the Brumac to the transformer. Holy shit, the bridge is finally lowered, and Anya says the train is moving through a nearby station, so you head over there. You reach the parking lot and immediately get ambushed. This area is pretty hard to fight in, since the locusts come from every direction, and the cover is set up weird. Eventually the train comes and Marcus and Dom make it on, but Cole and Baird don't.
Damn it, you suck.
Facts, Baird. Facts. Now you're finally on the train and see a bunch of nemesis inking the sky. You fight your way through the train and have Jack rip this door. What? With the ink in the sky, the Hammer of Dawn is useless, and Marcus asks Dom,
No.
It may seem like this Berserker fight is tough, since you're in such an enclosed space, but all you have to do is just hit this button. Well, that would work.
Piece of shit.
Did he just run off? You head inside and start fighting, but now you have these annoying ass bitches on the side of the train shooting you. You have to deal with these reavers. So you head up to the roof and use these chain guns to kill them. Except you have to switch guns every second because Dom is legit just fucking standing there. The locusts start trying to detach the train cart you're on, so you have to hurry your ass up to the front. But at the front, Dom gives you the locust targeting data, and the only thing standing between you and victory is General Raam. This boss fight is bullshit. Now, Raam is a very simple man. You can outsmart him pretty easily by running around cover until he all of a sudden says,
I've yet to meet one that can outsmart a bullet.
Okay, bro. The bullshit part is the fact that he can send his army of Kryll after you at any time. And if you aren't by the lights on the floor, you're dead meat. The strat for killing Raam on Insane is insanely complicated and hard to pull off, and only a true gamer can perfect this strategy. It took me 20 minutes to invent this strategy, but all you have to do is grab a shotgun before you head out the door, and as soon as you gain control, sprint up to this right concrete block, and congrats, you just beat Raam. I'm not even joking either, like, I don't know why, but his AI just broke here, and I was just able to get him to 1 HP, and eventually end him right there. Oh! Let's go! Bro, I played the most baby bitch way of all time, but I don't care, bro. That's revenge for Kim, you bitch. Marcus then loads the data into the bomb and sees the bridge is out, and almost doesn't make it onto the chopper. But he's Marcus Phoenix, of course he lives. You see the missile break apart and just shit on a ton of locusts. And even Hoffman has to give Marcus a nod of approval here. Then the game ends with a narration from what looks like the Locust Queen, saying they will fight to the death, setting up the plot and villain for the next game. So guys, that was Gears of War, and damn, that game was fire. From the weapons to the enemies to the characters, everything in the game feels like it was made with a clear direction in mind. And that's thanks to Cliff Bleszinski, the creator of Gears. This man lived and breathed Gears of War. So much so that before this game was launched, the vice president of Xbox at the time called and told them that the Lancer was too graphic for the game, but the devs pushed back since they had a clear vision in mind, and it became one of the most iconic weapons of all time. The campaign is extremely good, the locusts are a terrifying enemy to face, and the game doesn't try to trick you. Humanity is losing the war. The characters are also great. Some might say they're bland or lack depth, but those people have not read the lore. Marcus Phoenix is the epitome of heroism, constantly showing courage and valor on the battlefield. Basically Gears of War's version of Master Chief. And on the other side of Marcus is always Dom, his right-hand man, the true definition of loyalty, never leaving Marcus's side. Coltrane also being one of my favorite characters, being a man of the people and using his fame as a football star to inspire the people to never give up. Then you have Baird. But guys, I'll give that campaign an 8.5 out of 10. The ending did get a little repetitive, but it makes sense that the Locusts would throw everything they got at Delta Squad the closer they get to their objective. The combat is also really fun, having you use real tactics like flanking or using nades to flush enemies out of cover. And the enemy AI, for the most part, aren't stupid either, using the exact same tactics on you. The multiplayer is something that I never really got into, but it was addicting as hell, with the brutality of the game being the highlight. So guys, that was my review of Gears of War. Let me know what you guys think of the game in the comments, and of course like and subscribe for more videos like this, and I'll catch you all in the next one. See ya!